All right, good day, everybody. This is Emar Soap to Sports Inquirer, and we're joined once again by head coach of Georgia Tech Volleyball, Michelle Collier. Michelle, it's been a few weeks. Thanks for joining us. And we're talking off camera. It's kind of the midway point of the season, at least in the ACC portion of the schedule. Won 17 out of your first 20 matches. Before we get to specifics, just overall impressions of how the year's been going so far for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, no, I think no complaints. I think that we've been doing pretty consistent job and sustaining some of the things that we have earned over the years. Working through whatever we need to work through to find solutions in matches and win and continue to push forward. So just very proud of our team and our staff for getting us to this point.
Yeah, and as I said, this is the best start, at least we're tied for the best start in your tenure with the Yellow Jackets. Just what has the team done well so far as a unit to be 17-3 at this stage of the campaign?
Yeah, no, I think we just didn't stop trying to get better. I think we didn't get complacent. We always were trying to find ways to push forward, even when we're going through weeks where we feel we weren't our best. We reconnected. We talked about things that we needed to get better, and we stayed committed to just finding solutions to what we need to do and looking at where we want to be and the level that we want to be playing at and how to get us there in a consistent basis. So I think it was all hands on, all hands in. I mean, from our staff to our players, we constantly talk about the things that we want to do, and we remind ourselves when we're not doing it at a level that we feel it's helping us, and we push forward. So I think that we stick together and we find solutions, and that has been what got us to where we are right now.
Yeah, and this last match you defeated North Carolina 3-1. What are the improvements you've just seen from team? You got swept by Miami a few weeks ago, but since then it seems like the team has kind of found its course. So what did the team do well? What did the team do well against North Carolina, especially hitting at a 349 clip, highest for a home match this season? Just what are some of the factors in that victory for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think after that Miami match, we talked about some things that we want to do a little more consistent in our day-to-day. And I think that our players have really been action-oriented in those things. And we had a great week of practice after that leading into this weekend. So I think we were a little more consistent with the level that we were coming into practice and that we were performing in practice. And we look forward to continue that and to make sure that we're improving that on a daily basis. And then just, a really good team performance. I think that our players like Anna have improved a lot, and she's coming in and she's owning up to her responsibilities and finding ways to get better. I feel like Eloise has really come in and helped us in situations. Bella has gotten a little more steady with how she's playing, and that has helped our offense tremendously. Bianca, Tam, Paola, I think, in the back row over there, just really playing good defense, keeping balls alive, just doing a good job. And our pins, they haven't all been performing at the level that they want at the same time, but I think that they have all stepped up at different times and led us out of situations and allowed us to win matches. And so again, I think a collective team effort. The guys behind the people that are on the court also did a great job in training, really continuing to challenge our starters and push forward. And so we're just, I think again, a collective unit, and just focusing on getting better and better every day.
I circled to Anna. She had career high 7 blocks in the North Carolina victory. What about her maturation? Is just the fact of her being a sophomore now, more time on the court? Just what about her evolution and development as a player for your team?
Yeah, no, she's doing a really great job. I mean, she was asked to fill in some big shoes, and I know we pushed them a lot because we want our middles to be involved. We understand the importance of that position for our success. And so she has really, she was called to step up and get better real fast. And she didn't let that overwhelm her. I think that in the beginning she was a little more overwhelmed. I think she's a little more steady now. She understands what needs to be done. And she's coming in and working every day to try to get better and help us. So just really proud of her commitment to the team and to the opportunity that she has. And, really excited to see improvements every time that we step on the court. So we're looking forward for that to keep moving forward.
And you mentioned Bianca, she was named ACC Offensive Player of the Week, and Paola was ACC Defensive Player of the Week from the libero spot. But what about that recognition for those players? I know it's a team, and you emphasize teams so much. What about just getting that individual recognition from the conference? That I'm sure that's a pretty good feeling for you and the entire team to have that your players being recognized.
Yeah, I know, it was great. I mean, very deserving. Those guys had great matches over the weekend. But obviously there were a bunch of people behind them to help them get there. So I think overall a great collective recognition of a great weekend for us. We know we performed well, and we improved from the week before. And so I think that it's awesome that they got those awards. Very deserving. They put up some amazing numbers against very good competition. And so we look forward for them to continue to lead us and continue to push forward and keep getting better. We're just really proud of them and of our program to get those recognitions at this time of the year.
Yeah, and just looking at the conference standings, you are one game out of first, and there are 5 teams, if you throw Miami in there, within 2 games of first place. Do you look at those standings? And I mean, it's just like this is very balanced this year. Like you were able to, Pitt's lost, but then you beat in Florida State, which is like seems like it's a kind of a round robin scenario. Have you been noticing that just with the top half of the conference, everyone kind of has a win over another team?
Yeah, I think it's a battle. I mean, in our whole conference, we had like even everybody's competing really well against each other. Like you don't see tons of sweeps anymore, like very dominating games. You see a lot of parity, you see a lot of close scores. So I think that overall our conference just really has stepped up this year and gotten better, and the game has really evened out. I think not only through the ACC, but for the country, you see a lot more parity happening this year, which is awesome. And I think the fun thing is everything's still up for grabs. I think that everybody has kind of beat up each other up there, and there are things that we need to do to keep ourselves there in those situations so that, when we have our opportunities to get in the mix, we can execute. And so it's one match at a time and making sure that we're taking care of the next one. And then seeing what happened. But it's been a fun year in the ACC, and it's fun to be at this time of the year, not really know who's going to get that ring. So it's a good situation to be in.
Yeah, and you're right in the middle of it. And next up is a trip to Boston College, a team that is second in the conference in blocks and in digs. So when you face a team that is going to be very active defensively in the middles and probably some long rallies and points, what preparation goes into facing a team like the Eagles?
Yeah, I know they're very good. They have always given us a lot of trouble. Jason does a really good job with the pace of their offense, and also, they're scrappy. They get after it defensively. They move fast. So I think a game that we really have to be focused and keyed in on situations and make sure that we're executing. I know we're not giving them a lot of momentum, because I think that they're a team that if they feel pretty confident and they got some rhythm going, they're hard to stop. So I think that, again, there are some things on our side that we want to continue to get better. There are rotations and some situations we're getting stuck in that we need to find better solutions for and be a little more consistent. So we're going to focus a little bit of that on our side also this week, and then start focusing on Boston College and really how we want to defend them and attack them to make sure that we're at our best on Friday.
Appreciate it as always. Safe travels to Massachusetts, and we'll catch up very soon.
Sounds good. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.